is Beth. I'm the Steadfast Stitcher, and this is my Flosstube channel where we talk about cross stitch. Today is Wednesday, March 9th. Yes, I know it's not a Saturday. I normally do my Flosstubes every other Saturday, but this past weekend I took a couple days off, did a little road trip, met up with some family, a couple stitchy friends, and on the way home, of course, I had to stop at an L&S not too far off the route of where I was going. So I do have a good bit of haul to show you, and just 2 whips to show you. So let's get started with the whips. The first one I worked on, well, actually it's the most recent one I worked on. I put some stitches in it last night, and I have to ask your opinion on something. Okay, so the first one is Nevermoor. Oops, hello. Right side up would help, wouldn't it? This is from Lila's studio, and I just love this pattern. There is a lot to it. That medallion is no joke. It looks very intricate, but it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So this is what I have to ask you about, is the fabric. So let me show you where I'm at with Nevermoor. So yeah, I did get that medallion done. I'm working on the medallions right here. Got another triangle done since you last seen it. Now, tell me in the comments below, do you see a bunny or a puppy in the fabric? I dyed this myself, and I never noticed until I posted a picture last night on Instagram. I definitely see a face in the fabric. Do you? Look at 2 eyes and a nose. Maybe those are ears up here. All right, so is it a bunny or a puppy, or do you not see? It's like one of those ink blot tests. What do you see in the fabric? But I do love stitching on this, despite now that I've seen a face in it, I can't unsee it. There's Nevermoor. That's where I'm at on that one so far. Now, last time when I filmed, not my video review of Gus's Custom Creation stand, but my regular whip update. Oh, and by the way, thank you so much for all the wonderful comments and feedback I got on doing my first Flosstube Extra. I do love my Gus's Custom Creation stand, and I really appreciated hearing from so many people. It was wonderful. And by the way, he has done his own video now too on how to assemble and take care of the Gus's Custom Creations floor stand. So I will put a link for that below. This description box is going to be long because I have a lot of comments and links to put in the description box. So if you watch this video right after I upload it, it might not all be there yet, but it will get in there. It just takes a few minutes. All right, so in my last Flosstube, I was talking about how I was waiting for fabric and a pattern to arrive, and I'd been waiting for a little bit for it. Well, it came, and I am obsessed. This is my very first Mirabilia Garden Prelude. Hopefully there's not the glare there. Isn't she beautiful with the violin? Viola. I'm calling it a viola because that's what I play. But so I opened it up and got the little pattern out and everything, and realized that her name is Elizabeth. How perfect is that? So I'm just thrilled with it. The fabric that I ordered was Fabric Flare, and a big thing of thanks to Daydream Stitcher. she got me interested in this fabric. She had done it on a different printed one than I'm doing mine, and hers is just gorgeous. Go check it out on Instagram. I'll link her Instagram below, or you can check out her Flosstube channel. And when I saw the printed fabric, I just had to do it, but I picked a different fabric. That's a long way of saying this is Fabric Flare, and it is Monet's Field, and I'm doing this 28 count over 2. And see, and hopefully all the colors will show up on this. It's a little bit washed out, but not too bad. Can't really see the clouds up in there, but a little bit. So yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with this and finding it very hard to put down. I was kind of bummed when it didn't win its round in March Madness. There, I think you can see it a little bit better now. I'll just cover my face, that's fine. But look at the colors on that, isn't it gorgeous? It is so beautiful. I'm really enjoying my first Mirabilia. I didn't think I would ever want to do one, but I saw Garden Prelude and I had to do it. No doubt about it. Let's see it. Oh, there the field shows up more. But I'm a little slow on this one just because I tend to like, when I'm doing 28 or 32 count, I tend to like tiny stitches, and I usually do over 1. But this one I'm doing over 2, and it's a paper pattern. So I feel like I'm kind of slow on it, but I'm still really enjoying it. Oh, and my new bag from Patchwork Crossing. Look at that. I love this. It's so pretty. I got the foxes and the deer and everything. So those are the only 2 things that I worked on with my road trip and all. I did bring stuff to stitch on, but I just found I was so tired at night I didn't get anything done. Now, next up is Haul and Stitchy Kindness, and I'm going to do Stitchy Kindness first. I had the wonderful chance to meet up with 2 Stitchy friends that I had never met in person before, only on Zoom. And I got to meet up with Michelle and Dee, and we had a terrific dinner and fun conversation. And Michelle, in collaboration with Lindsay, there's kind of a story behind that, gave me some Stitchy Kindness. And it's fabric. I'm just a little bit addicted to fabric. And I'm sorry, my voice is a little bit scratchy. I still feel like I'm a little worn out from the trip. But yeah, I'm a little addicted to fabric. And she gave me Color and Cotton bark in 16 count Aida. And I love this color. Look at that. It is so rich. And I think it's showing up well on the camera. You see, I'm doing a little something different with lighting today, so I hope it all works out well. Except that you can see the light in my glasses. Oh, to have 20/20 vision again. But yeah, I think this is really pretty. I'm not sure what I'm going to stitch on it yet, but I am going to find something for it. That is for sure. So that is my Stitchy Kindness. Now, next up, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, you've probably seen things on how to support designers in the Ukraine through Etsy and other means, you know, and just donating to causes that help support the Ukraine. But to help some of the designers on Etsy that are in the Ukraine or have recently had to flee from the Ukraine, there are a couple designers out there that I bought some patterns from to help support. And first up, I'm going to show our cute patterns by Maria. She is in the Ukraine, and she's just very sweet person. She's also on Instagram. And I bought a few patterns from her. These are PDF downloads, and they're terrific. I've bought from her before and really like her designs. So the first one is the Lavender Sampler. This isn't one I would normally think I would go for because it's not, doesn't jump out as a color that I would go for. But now that I'm living in a place that actually has a springtime, Arizona where I was living before didn't get much of a spring, this one just jumped out at me. It's the Lavender Sampler. So, so pretty. And then I also got Wildflowers and Spring Tea, and another one that's very bright colors, but again, not something I would normally go for, but the daffodils are coming out here in North Carolina, and all the spring bulbs, and it's so, so pretty. So I just had to get something that represented some of the colors that I'm seeing out around and about now. So that's the springtime wreath. Now, other haul that I got is from Stitchy Princess Black. Excuse me, also from Etsy. And I got a few of her designs. And she's actually having, you know, even with everything going on right now, she's actually having a sale right now. So definitely go check out her patterns. The first one I love is this Easter Bunny one. It's so, so cute with the giant carrots and the bunnies leaning out. It's adorable. And then I think my favorite one is the winter one, the Winter Sampler. I love the look of the lacy snowflakes on here. I just think it's so, so pretty. And that's about it for haul, for digital haul. But on my way home from visiting family in Florida, I stopped off in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina at the L&S shop, Barefoot Needlearts. And oh my goodness, what a wonderful store. And they were so, so nice. And by the way, I stopped in on Monday when they were fresh back from Nashville Needlework Market and still sorting through everything. They had stuff everywhere. They were so, so busy, and yet they were so, so nice and took time to help me out with picking out patterns, thread, things I was looking for. Just a wonderful store. And they are also having a stitching retreat in October, which I am going to. And when I checked with them on Monday, they still have a couple spots open. So I am going to link them below so that, you know, you can check out their online shop. You can check out the retreat. And yeah, they're just fabulous ladies in there. I had a really good time. I could have stayed all day, but then, you know, yeah, I wouldn't have a bank account left. So I'm going to show my fabric first. Well, some of my fabric first. The first one that I got is from Mystic Fabrics, and it's called Pearl. And it is 28 count Lugana. I got some of this in Lugana and Ada. And I'll show you, I already have something in mind for the Ada. It's called Pearl, but I don't know if it's definitely got some green to it, if that's how that's showing up. I think it's a very, very pretty piece of fabric. Oh yeah, that's a little bit better, I think. And yeah, very pretty. I love that one. This one is gorgeous. I've never gotten Mystic Fabrics before, and I really like this one. I love the feel of it. And this is another one that I've never gotten before. This is hand dyed by Stephanie. And it is called Haunting. It's also 28 count Lugana. I love my Lugana. Just look at the color on this. That is beautiful. And I got a half yard of this, and it was very reasonably priced, surprisingly. Yeah, just cover myself up. I don't mind. You don't need to see me, do you? Yeah, I think this is gorgeous. And they had such a terrific array of fabric choices. They also dye their own. So definitely check out their website. And I love how they had all the fabrics sorted by thread count, 18, 20, 22, 28, and then by color. And so you could just, it was wonderful. And they also make their own project bags, and they do some pattern designs as well. Yeah, so they are fabulous. So that's the fabrics that I bought that I don't have assigned yet. But I do have one fabric assigned. And this is the other pearl that I was talking about. And this is the 18 count. Let's see if you can see it here. Very pretty. Got some subtle green undertones to it. I think it's beautiful. And what I've already assigned to it is, oops, I'm dropping thread. No bueno. Okay. Number 4 of A Year in the Woods, the raccoon. Tell me, that's so adorable. Let's see if we can get this without the glare. There we go. Look at him. Oh my goodness. The tail and the flowers and the little house at the bottom. I think it's just gorgeous. I am so excited to stitch this one. So I have the first 4 now, and I'm thrilled. So for all 4 of them, I'm just in love with. Oh, and I didn't say that's cottage garden sampling. Sorry. So cute. So I think he's going to be adorable on this fabric. And I got the threads for it too, so I cannot wait to get started. I still think I'm going to start with the fox first and probably go in order. I'm going to take a quick sip of water because it's scratchy. I haven't really talked much to anybody since I got home. I didn't realize my voice was scratchy. Oops. All right. Next up, also from Barefoot Needlearts, I got Jeanette Douglas's Vintage Acorns. Tell me this is not adorable. Look at that. I'm going to put it up as close so you can get a good look at it. I love all the acorns. That little squirrel at the bottom is so cute. This is going to be a fun stitch, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I did get the threads for this. I haven't gotten the fabric yet. I may already have some fabric in stash that I'll use, but the call for is Winter Brew by R&R Reproductions. But I'm thinking like maybe a vintage country mocha, but that might be a little too dark. We'll see. I'll find something for it. I know I will. We'll put that down there. The next one that I got is a pre-owned pattern, but it's in perfect condition. And it's one of the 2 left that I was looking for. I have Spring and Summer of the Celtic Ladies. but I've been looking for fall and Christmas, and I got Christmas. This is from Lavender and Lace, and this is Celtic Christmas, and she is just beautiful. So now I'm kind of keeping an eye out to see if I can find the fall one. I actually saw on Instagram somebody did I always say it wrong, Samhain Halloween version for the Autumn Lady, and I'm gonna have to see if I can find that again, if I can ever find the full pattern for the Autumn Lady. Yeah, she's beautiful. I have been wanting to do this series probably since it came out. I've had the spring one forever, so yeah, I'm excited about that. All right, next up. Oh my goodness, is there such a thing as too much haul? I think so. No, there's not. No, it's really, yeah. I'm just telling myself. There's no such thing. Okay, next up. Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm. This is number 2 in the series. They did have number 1 at Barefoot Needlearts, but I had seen this house on Instagram and I just loved it, so I had to get, I love my houses. This is so pretty. I'm looking forward to this one. All of them are. It's going to be so tough, and me and no new starts right now. I do still have one medium piece that I can start, but I can't make up my mind. So this one is brand new. And again, I just love the house on here, and I'm really looking forward to this one. But did we ever buy patterns that we're not looking forward to? This one I'm so excited about. Actually, there's 2 more that I'm really excited about. This is the collaboration between Lindy Stitches and the Blue Flower, and it's Spring Forest Scrapbook part 1 and 2. Here is part 1 from Lindy Stitches. See if I can get it without the glare. There we go. Oh my goodness, I'm so looking forward to this. I can't decide if I'm going to do the whole thing as one or the individual pillows. See, there's the whole thing as one. And then they've got the individual pillows on the cover. There we go. And then this is part 2 from the Blue Flower. Oh, I love this. Look at the raccoons. They are so cute. Let's see if I can get, there we go, glare. Ooh, a little glare, not too bad. Isn't that adorable? I am in love with those raccoons and the snail. These are going to be so much fun to stitch. I did pick up the threads for this. I'll have to look through my fabric stash. Now for me, this last piece of haul was kind of the pièce de résistance. I had seen it on Instagram. I knew I wanted it. And I was so thrilled that they had a couple copies that they hadn't already sold. This is from Blackbird Designs. A Heart Remembers. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, let's take a look inside. Because if you're in their Facebook group, Fans of Blackbird Designs, they are going to be doing a sale, and there's going to be a separate Facebook group for the Heart and Home patchwork. And you can see it here. And the saying on here, in case you can't read it on the camera, it says, "I cannot count my day complete till needle, thread, and fabric meet." Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? this book is just amazing, and you can tell there's a lot of love that went into this book. I'll show you a couple other ones on here too. A lot of that is this patchwork. See, and they've got them in individual patterns too, so you can stitch the individual pattern, the individual panel. You don't have to stitch the whole thing if you don't want to. And it gives instructions too on some of the specialty stitches that are in here. And like, here's this one, Where My Heart Blooms. Isn't that beautiful? That is just gorgeous, and the colors are stunning. And then there's this little pin cushion too, which I just think is adorable. Let's see if you're getting too much glare. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And then this one, Basket of Memories. Remember Me. And this one just, it speaks to my heart. And this was designed by Barb Adams. It says, To My Dear Friend, 2021. You can always change the year. That is so beautiful. Look at that. And it even gives you the template and finishing instructions on making the heart. And then this one is called Anniversary. Isn't that beautiful? I tell you, if you can find this book at your L&S, get it. It is so worth it. These are just stunning patterns. Absolutely gorgeous. And you know, me and houses, I think this is my favorite heart. Heart of the home. Isn't that beautiful? Again, template, finishing instructions, everything that you need, all the instructions that you need to get this together. It's gorgeous. You know, and you don't have to have a sewing machine to do it. You know, you can give it more of a primitive look if you hand sew it together. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, I love that house. Beautiful, beautiful. And then there's the Forget-Me-Not heart. I just love the trim on here too. I think it's gorgeous. And they give you the information on the trim as well. Forget-Me-Not. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm in love with this book. And then this one is called Wildflower Guide. And she says it was a pattern that was first released as a kit in Nashville Market in 2012. But it is such a pretty pattern. That berry bowl. It's adorable. And again, finishing instructions and pattern notes. Just about anything you need. Yeah. Get this book. You will love it, I promise. It is so, so beautiful. All right. That is everything that I've got for you today. I want to thank you for joining me, even though it's not my usual day to do a floss tube. I will be back on my regular every other Saturday, so I will see you not this Saturday, but a week from Saturday. And I will be fresh from returning from a class with Jean Farish, and I'll share information on that as well when I get back. Take care, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.